Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Ed. Today we're talking about PLTR, Palantir, and we're looking at an overview on Alex Karp plus the outlook that they have, institutional buyers, and then moving on towards technical analysis. So watch it to the end if you want to catch all that, and let's jump right into this one. So Palantir, I've covered this one multiple times before, specifically as well onto their products, Gotham, Foundry, Apollo, and what each of them are. But nonetheless, today we're going to start off with a quick outlook and long-term outlook. The revenue here is $4 billion or more by 2025. I'll refer to that in a second. And revenue growth is in excess of 30% in full year 2021, while revenue growth of 45% in quarter 1 2021 and an adjusted operating margin of 23%. Now, a quick thing here, the revenue of $4 billion or more, what you can easily go for is go for the market cap, and you still see that the market cap is 44.22 billion. And so the price over sales, instead of it being 40.47, it actually would be 10, which is still highly overvalued in terms of the market cap. If you were to consider the market cap for price over sale, it is the price of the market cap over the sale price, which is 4. So we're moving on, nonetheless. It's just something to keep you in mind for the intrinsic value and how much that intrinsic value is trailing. Currently, they have as well a demo on the 14th for their softwares. It's very interesting if you'd like to watch it. It gives you a bit of perspective into the softwares that the company you're shareholding on has. Now, the current registration closes on April 13th, and you're able to go through the main website on the top bar, click on the April 14th demo day, and you're able to sign up. And then next is Alex Karp. Now, I do want to give a bit of an overview on who this person is, just because he is the CEO and he is leading the company. A little bit of perspective on who he is, some of his achievements. So I thought it's nothing better than going on through the insiders here and going on and see through his life who he is, can we trust him, etc. And really this will be depending on your opinion nonetheless. So Alex Karp grew up in Philadelphia. His parents were pediatricians and an artist who Karp described as hippies. They often took him to labor right demonstrations and anti-Reagan protests when he was young. A 2018 Wall Street Journal profile called Karp a self-described socialist. Now, Karp got his bachelor degree at Haverford College in Pennsylvania before attending the law school at Stanford University. At Stanford, he was a classmate with PayPal co-founder and venture capitalist Peter Thiel. Now, after law school, Karp decided to work on a PhD in philosophy at Goethe University in Frankfurt, Germany, studying under the famed philosopher Jürgen Habermas. Karp is fluent in German and speaks French as well. Around the same time, an inheritance from his grandfather sparked an interest in investing, according to Forbes. He quickly became successful at it and created a London-based firm called Cademan Group, investing on behalf of high net worth clients. And moving on, by 2003, Thiel, Karp's law school classmate, had already founded and sold PayPal to eBay for $1.5 billion. He decided to launch Palantir, along with Stanford computer science graduate Joe Lonsdale and Stephen Cohen. Now, plus Nathan Gettings, a PayPal engineer. By 2004, Karp joined as CEO. Karp is known for being an eccentric leader. He often wears bright colors, athletic wears, keeps Tai Chi swords in his office, and has been known to practice martial arts on his Palantir co-founders in the office hallways. He can also solve a Rubik's Cube in less than 3 minutes, according to Forbes. Karp is a fitness and wellness fanatic who practices Qigong meditation and keeps vitamins and extra swing goggles stocked in his office. He told Forbes that the only time he thinks about Palantir is when I'm swimming, practicing Qigong, or during... I'm not going to say that so I don't get demonetized, but Karp said he has received so many death threats from extremists and conspiracy theorists that he has bodyguards trailing him 24/7. It's easy to be the focal point of fantasies if your company is involved in realities like ours, Karp told Forbes in 2013. Palantir is also famously secretive because of the company's contracts. Many employees have government security clearance and receive 5-figure bonuses for choosing to live close to the office, according to the journal. Despite a net worth of around $1.3 billion, Karp does not appear to spend lavishly. He owns a property in Palo Alto, where Palantir is based, and also works out on a barn in New Hampshire. Now, Karp has never been married, and told Forbes that the idea of starting a family gives him hives. Now, Palantir has courted numerous controversies over the years. The company has been criticized for licensing technologies to law enforcement, who have used it for practices like predictive policing and tracking cars' routes using just their license plates. Palantir has also come under fire for its contracts with US Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The company provides software that helps the agency gather, store, and search through data of undocumented immigrants, and currently has active ICE contracts worth $94 million, according to USA Spending Gov. After employees pressed Karp on ending the company's contract with ICE, he denied that its technology was being used to separate migrants from its families. More recently, Palantir reported helped the Centers of Disease Control Prevention track on spread of coronavirus. Rumor about Palantir IPO swirled since 2019, but only on July 6, Palantir announced it has filed a draft for its IPO paperwork with Securities and Exchange Commission, and the company is on track to go for an IPO. Now, we already know it's an IPO, we already know a lot more information, but to give you a bit of an overview on who Karp is, the company itself, people behind it, etc. It's definitely something useful. Now, in the latest news, we've already covered this one, but they have a contract, an $89.9 million, almost $90 million contract over 5 years for the National Nuclear Security Administration. And moving on, we can move on towards technical analysis, but before then, institutional buyers. And if you would like to see more videos like this, more contents like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave notifications on for this channel. It helps my channel a lot. And if you would like to join our Discord server, it's totally free. It's in the description below. There's no commitments. So, institutional buyers, it seems that they're still bullish in March. You're seeing them adding thousands and hundreds of thousands of shares as we move forward, and that's definitely a good thing. Insiders has been dead, so we can move on towards technical analysis. So on the technical analysis point of view, you're seeing here that the 10 SMA is above 30 EMA, really bullish on a one-day perspective. And what we're seeing here with that 10 SMA to 30 EMA is something called trading action zone, where positive reversals are likely, and it's playing through. And we can expect it to launch above the 2437 if it does play through this trading action zone. Now, currently, it is overbought, but that's not a concern as much as more of confidence by stockholders and shareholders in general. The MACD is looking bullish. The momentum is above zero for the first time in a while. That indicates momentum, strength in that movement. The moving average band, we're expecting 26.1 on the top, 2373 on the middle, and 2135 in the bottom. Stochastic fast and stochastic slow shows that there might be actually another leg up. Currently on the Fibonacci retracements, we're hitting up 45 on the top all the way down to 890. And what we're seeing here is that there's significant Fibonacci support at 2272, followed by that 1744. Current resistances 2698, 3124, 3731, and a 45 mark. Now we can go ahead with some price line action. We see significant resistances. Namely 2455, that's a strong one, followed by that 2584, followed by that 2736, 2953, 3064, 3363. Significant supports are 2262, 2092, down to 1787, 1606, going down to all the way to 1447 and 1213, following that 1119. Comes to the question to Ed, what do you think about this company? What do you think is going to happen here? Well, it is a highly overvalued company. Let that be straight. And a bunch of the things, parameters such as price over sales, price over books are more situated on the 10-year scale rather than on the 1-year scale. In all technicality, you're looking into price over sales, price over book. They are more expensive than the SP 500 because there's a lot of hype around it. The question is, will this company go on a parabolic growth, exceeding even their 5-year outlook or 4-year outlook, $4 billion? At that point, then it becomes more at a cheaper value. And so what you're getting here, you're trading it at an intrinsic value because people think this is worth a $40 stock, ignoring the market cap, and so that's what people are trading on rather than actual value the company has. Now, a lot of tech companies like Apple's, Tesla, etc. trade multiple times on price over sales and price over book, and it's in that bubble itself. If that bubble bursts, we're in trouble. What do you think about the sticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. Have a wonderful day.